What is poppin', people? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. We have finals of the Lost Fanboy local. That's going to be BT22. We got Johnny on Diaboromon. I know people enjoy watching the big Lord Noodle Doodle. And then we have Solar Ouroboros on Abbadomon. It's going to be Scattered to Choke to 1. The 3-cost opener. El Clásico. And it looks... I mean, this one could really go the distance. We got one redirect. We're just going to play the errata. Not going to extend much further than that. Swing in, hit a training. Love to see that. And then 0-cost Soundbirdmon is going to get the pickup on the Raremon. Do we see an Evo just a pass turn? No, we're just going to go for another Soundbirdmon, which actually still doesn't pass turn. So then now... Garnet Memory Boost. Okay, just going to keep digging. Replace with a Soundbird. Gone through this quite quickly, actually. I feel like when I do it, I usually only get one. Going to see the free draw. Oh, and get the -3k. Does clear the Soundbird. Then we get to go into a second Kurusarimon. And then we're going to go into the training. Doesn't find the second... Doesn't find the second errata, but we do get the token played out. This time freed from jail. It's out of its out of its initial packaging. And that's a pretty good position to be in. You pass 3. Gonna see the 1-cost scatter mode. Pitch to draw 2. And then realistically we can probably boost to make Raremon. But ooh, Digimon was played, so we do get to get the Diaboromon token out. It does make this matchup really, really annoying because he can kind of just go band for band with you. Create the boost. There comes the rare, and then, well, I mean, you could try. Oh yeah, they don't have blocker anymore, so you could actually just try and swing to trade, but we're not gonna do that. Actually, never mind. It doesn't have rush. Omega Law. Yeah, we needed the rare to get the Digivolve to take blocker off, and we would have had a collision otherwise, which would have forced the block. So couldn't actually try and swing for the trade in that situation. You're kind of just hoping that Johnny doesn't have another Diaboromon in hand, which Lamau, lol, Lamau even. Down comes the Diaboromon. Gonna clear off the smallest, swing Alliance, get the pop, and then rare gets to float from hand, which does get the rare to Digivolve. It's still 2 checks, Alliance 7k. Oh, we must have. Huh. I guess we got the redirect in? Oh, yeah, because it wasn't actually a pop. It was just swing Alliance 2, redirect, and then float. I am now caught up. There we go. Pitch off the core finally on, like, turn 3 or 4. And we're kind of just hoping that Johnny can't find more Diaboromons. I mean, we've gone wide enough now that it really doesn't matter. Are going to find the Diaboromon anyway, and then we're just going to use it to pass turn. You do have the Chikuri down, so... we can't actually reduce play costs here, but we do have 3 memory to evolve into an Abbadomon, which would then set the core. But we do need the black memory boost. I think we're missing the Abbado. So this is a pretty rough way for game 1. I think you have to basically see... because the problem is, even if you swing the Raremon's not going to float. So we're actually going to go for the Edamon, which is going to get... the taunt on the Diaboromon, which makes sense. Do get to get the Diaboromon at the start of main, and then we're going to swing that thing. No need to push out. Going to redirect into the Raremon, because it is the only valid target. And then we're going to Veemon Ace, which actually really kind of nays on this matchup. Did we not redirect? Oh, maybe we're pointing to say that we weren't going to redirect. We swung a 5k in, and the Veemon shuts down all Digimon with 1 or fewer sources. Finally get the new errata down here, and then we're going to go Infamon, which is going to be the Digivolve. Overflodes. And then still, well, we find a Diaboromon, which means we can still potentially do something. Going to get the Diaboromon on Digivolve, and then Arata Sanata. Look at all those Diaboromons. And then we get the clear. with the Diaboromon effect, and actually choosing to clear the rare Mon, which is going to be Digivolve. I think the goal here is to try and keep Diaboromon out of the way as long as possible. Chikurimon, obviously a great adaptation for dealing with things like Eaters, dealing with Abbadomon here. I'm going to swing the Abbadomon at the Kurisari. Oh, but we just use the protection inherit from the Kurisari. That is one of the lines that Johnny does like doing, where he goes CS Kurisari, revert CS Kurisari to get double protection inherit. But we do have the Abbadomon here, which now obviously means we finally have Core live. Well, actually, speaking of Core, we're actually just going to run it down. Load up 3. And this will delete all the lowest levels, so that will take the Chikurimon offline. Oh, and I guess it also clears the rookie that was there. And this will be interesting, because we have the protection inherit on the Kurisari. We have an unsuspend. I don't think we're on Disaster Can or anything like that, but ooh, the Diaboromon would be kind of crazy. Crazy Digivolve to get rid of the Abbadomon core. It still wouldn't change the fact... yeah, it wouldn't change the fact that we still have a redirect. We have a lot of memory to play with. Looks like we're still missing what we need, though. Gonna take the Keramon, revert to get the draw, minus 3k the core. And then training go into Kurisari for 0. Try and get the memory, but again, it looks like we're just missing it. All of these Digivolves really have mattered, as we're going to get a Rata and a Diaboromon. Scramble for 2, which means we get Infamon for the clear in order to get the Diaboromon. Now we get to Digivolve. Then we get to pop the Etamon, and then we gain the memory back from the Kurisari inherit. So we actually do get to full Nene from this position. Obviously, if you swing, Abbadomon core is going to get going. We're just going to swing, gain additional memory, and to go for the Alliance 2 checks. We're going to reset the egg deck, and we're going to go for the core to block. Needs to be bigger than 15k. So it comes out, clears, I guess, a 4. Swing to block, and then we use the token in order to protect it. Does take 2 damage off board, though. The only thing I'd be kind of worried about is, yeah, we can make Diaboromon here. Out comes Diaboromon. Digivolve, clear the other body, and gain the memory back in order to get a 1-choke. Obviously, though, with the boost, we still actually get to kind of play the game from start. We use so many Sound Birdmons early, so you wouldn't be able to get, like, an early push. So instead, we're going to, presumably, yep, recall Scatter. To draw, and now Abbadomon isn't threatening Abbadomon core, so really, really good just like analysis of the game state there. Gonna see the redirect, which is gonna clear. Then we've only got 1 Negamon in rotation, which means we get to float into a Eismon for 0, which is gonna deliver the scatter for the assembly. Swing collision. Just gonna, yeah, take the block. But yeah, I just, from this position, like without like an analog youth or anything, there was no real way to extend a second egg. So we're just going to go for a 1-choke that doesn't matter. And then we're going to actually scramble, which is interesting. Swing, Alliance, and play the thing. So I think we're just making sure that we've got everything correct. So we're going to, whoa, double Digivolve, double clear, and then this is going to be Dos Checarino. Swing, play again, Dos Checarino, and the last.
Matrix Digivolution.
Join the members! Howdy gang, it's, you know, May, and I'm finally done that thing I said I would do in February, which is give you a 2025. Please consider subscribing and all that. We've started to go up really, really far. Really happy to be still that biggest English-speaking European Digimon content creator, and I'm always eternally thankful for that. Yeah, we do a bunch of different things. The podcast, which a lot of people really like. We also do some game shows, and we've gotten to start doing some history videos with the How Good Was Shoutmon, and we plan on doing many, many more. But just wanted to give you kind of like a little bit more of an updated look for your reminder to try and always like and subscribe to the video if you can. And if you do feel like leaving us a comment, even if it's just like a short one, it goes a really long way to supporting the channel. But again, the best way to support the channel is to join the members or use Twitch Prime on Twitch. You can get free ad-free Twitch streams there, but you can get ad-free content here on YouTube for as little as £1 a month by pressing the join button. And if you are a champion, you get some extra bonuses for that as well. Rookies and ultimates, we're still trying to figure out a couple more things that we can do to best support you. Like if you do get to see us in the UK at an event, I'll always have some extra bonus sleeves that are available for our rookies and above there, and we'll try and sort out eventually something for our international viewers. But just wanted to say a big thank you to everyone that has been a member. I know I don't always get to shout you out, but I do cherish every single one of you, and to join the Discord as well, so we can get extra benefits for you there whilst you're in the Discord, access to some extra channels. But yeah, thank you for 3 years of Digimon support now, and helping me do what I do daily. I really appreciate it, and thanks for watching. And whilst we get shuffled up for what's left of game number 2, I want to say a big thank you to everyone that has been supporting the channel. We do have the case tournament coming up, and we want to see as many of you there as we can. We do have the Mega Josh, an Ultimate here on YouTube, and a Tier 3 on Twitch. And then for our Ultimates, the Tommy NT, Tommy Tricks on the Sticks, Brad, King of Knights, Sacred Armour, Matthew Bowen, and Dia Owlbear. Then for our champions, have to see whether we get the time. We do have a mulligan, so Shinikari, Coffee Deus, DHM, Solo Ouroboros, Andy Fing, Squid Eater, Benji Gibber, Thomas Yates, Kenneth Smith, Marta FGC, Donkey, Kava, Allforce Magna, Kragan Security, Stephen Holdren, Pap, and Epsilon Cross. Big thank you to all the support that you've been giving us over the channel. And let's say we're going to get the one choke this time with the Sound Birdmon turn 1. One of the few times that you actually like going first is having the Soundbird in hand. That said though, no more one choking, as we've done it for 2 turns in a row. We're just going to establish the errata. 1 cost scatter. We've already gone nice and wide quite quickly, but that first game did take quite a lot of time, so I'm not surprised to see that we're actually kind of trying to just up the pace and try and get damage in before the kind of blockers come down. And it looks like we're going to play tennis from the 3-point line now. Free errata off the Kurisari for the first time in the game. Training into the Emperor with the clear on one of the eggs, and then training to pass finds the Diaboromon. So the metaphorical clock is now ticking, not the clock of the end, but definitely the clock of the end of the video. If Johnny can get this Diaboromon established, I think we're in trouble, and we are going to find a pretty decent 4-hit. So the weird thing about Diaboromon is, like, we've seen so many Diaboromons that none of them were the ace, so you would just assume that you don't have to respect the ace. So we probably from this position could have been a bit more proactive and gone Eismon Evo for 1, swing over the body. But you just, like, you're just kind of expected to deal with the clear. Gonna see D-Digivolve, which obviously does melt Abbadomon here, as we then just go for the easy 2 checks. And 4 bodies wide on an empty board. Did we go through all 4 eggs already? It looks like it. Is this boost Slam Abado? We haven't even seen the core, so they have to have Abado in hand. Alternatively, what we could do is Slam Veemon Ace, which would of course de-Digivolve and then get a clear. Boost cracked. Etamon. Yeah, okay, we're just gonna go raw Veemon. That's fair enough. I think this is to play around de-Digivolve, which makes a lot of sense. Obviously, we still have 2 bodies to deal with here, and we do get to go to 4 because of errata. Training, though, making him work for it. I will say, these have been really... The D-Digivolves have mattered a lot in this. It really made him dig for these Diaboromons. But yeah, maybe just something, I guess, like, in the VOD review, you'll see that we probably could have been proactive. I think we had enough DP to punch over an Infamon and just assume there was no ace, because we went through so many Diaboromons in game 1, so you could be pretty confident that the ace wasn't in play. So looks like we're just going to get the pop on and have Armageddon come down, which shuts off all level 7s. Which... Oh, it's only when Digivolving effects though, so it really only stops Abbadomon core from coming down to try and clear the bodies. Supermon is going to get the draw power, but we are just going to swing and pop something with 1 source, and then make the core from there evolve for 4, clear the rookie. Clever. And we get the load up and put them at the top. So we've actually just protected the Veemon from getting obliterated by Digivolve. Really smart line there. But is it enough? Rookie in the back because it really doesn't matter. Gonna get the extra draw off of doing a revert. And then training, Infer, Digivolve, then Diaboromon, get the draw, get the Digivolve and the clear with the overflow. Swing, 2 checks, swing, swing. And we're going to just kind of looking to see where the Abbadomon was, but that is going to be a 2-0 there for Johnny, as he is going to clean up the last BT22 fanboy locals. Back with EX10. Just got a little bit of stuff from Jesters, or from future week, but looking forward to bringing you guys some brand new content. Let me know what you're playing in the next set, and if today, of course, is your birthday, then happy birthday, and as always, have yourselves a damn good one.